ciel bleu vole en silence.
Okay, I'm so excited. We get to talk about shoes and bags and jewelry and scarves and all the pretty things. Today I'm going to talk about the accessory trends of fall 2024. If you're new here, my name is Netta. I'm a personal stylist for women over 50, and my goal with everything I do is to help you build a wardrobe and a style that you love, so you look beautiful and you feel confident every single day. So I cannot have a video without reminding you that I do have my free Closet Confidence Workshop series coming up in just a couple of weeks, and you won't want to miss it. It's free. We're going to get to hang out. We're going to talk about your style, and at the end of the week, you're going to have more clarity on your wardrobe and on your style, and really, have learned a lot and maybe made some new friends in the process. So don't forget to sign up for it. It's going to be in the description box and in the pinned comment below this video. It really won't be the same without you, so sign up. Okay, let's get into talking about fall accessories. I think the only thing I like more than talking about fall trends and fall clothing is talking about fall accessories, because shoes are really like, they're my happy place. I want to know, tell me in the comments whether you're a shoe person or a bag person, or neither. Is there someone out there who's not either a bag or a shoe person? I want to know in the comments below. Okay, let's get into it. Now, in the fall trends video, I touched on a lot of these topics, but we're going to kind of dive into specifically how the trends show up in accessories. And first, I just want to give you kind of a quick overview on the importance of texture in fall 2024. So everything we saw had some sort of textural element, from like this tinsel looking like glitter fuzz fabric to just fuzzy fabrics in general, to fur, to fringe, to feathers. That's a lot of alliteration. Fur and fringe and feathers. I said fuzziness already. Sparkles, python, croc, patent, suede, like just so many textures. And that was a really big part of the accessory trends as well as the fashion trends. So just kind of wanted to give you a quick kind of overview. So texture is one of the areas to look for and one of the easy ways to update your accessories. Another thing to think about is the interesting color combos that we're having. So we're seeing a lot of cool color combinations in accessories, even like shoes that are two-toned and boots that are two-toned and bags that are two-toned. So that's really a cool thing that's kind of new. And then, of course, the ladylike style that's in fashion, we're also seeing in accessories. So let's start with shoe trends for 2024 for fall. Super excited. First, I want to talk about printed and patterned shoes. Now, I have often said, I've said it for a long time, that in one of the 5 categories of shoes that every woman needs is a shoe with some sort of print or pattern. And they've been hard to find the last couple of years. Like, we haven't seen that many of them. So I am so happy to see them come back, like with a bang. I really like a good floral shoe because I think that they can tie an outfit together so well. They add interest. They're a statement piece. They elevate a boring outfit. They're just fabulous. Now, you have to be careful with a floral shoe because depending on the brand, they can go one way or the other a little bit. But I feel like a good floral shoe, you can get it from a contemporary brand or a higher end brand, not a very classic brand, but a good floral shoe could be that one piece in your wardrobe that you did not know you needed. So patterned shoes in general, leopard is always an option, and leopard is huge this season, as I said in my trends video. But I'm going to show you a couple of floral shoes. So there's a pair of these loafers that have needlepoint on them. I think they are so cute. These Katy Perry slides I think are really cute. These have been around a minute. They've got a nod to the 60s, which is very on trend right now. I think these are Manolo flats. The little slingback flats are really cool. The Notori slides, the Doc Martens. So many options for patterned and printed shoes. And like I said, of course, you can go with a leopard, you can go with a plaid, you can go with whatever pattern you want, but they're really an instant outfit maker this season. Okay, next in the shoe category, let's talk about Croc and Python. So faux Croc, faux Python is everywhere. We're seeing it, like I love these little Alexander Berman slingback gold sandals or gold pumps with a little bit of a python detail on them. We're seeing it a lot show up in boots. I love, these are all like solid neutrals, but then this last one is a python boot. I think this is from Schutz, but we're just seeing a lot of that texture, and I really love it. I think it's very elevated and elegant, and again, very much looks like fall. We do see this come back every fall, winter. It's not groundbreaking. The pattern shoes are groundbreaking. The Python is not, but I love them both. Okay, two-toned shoes are next. Two-toned shoes. Now, I haven't seen two-tone shoes can have the same effect on an outfit as a pattern shoe almost, because they're bringing a couple of different elements in. And I haven't seen two-tone shoes like this in a while. It's almost a spectator style, and I'm really loving seeing this come back in because these are so cool. These are both from Manolo, but I've seen multiple versions, and I'll have versions at all different price points in the description box, but I think these are absolutely beautiful. I want you to tell me which one you think is the prettiest, the one with the scallop trim or the sling back, because I love both of them. And I feel like one of those is going to call my name. Now, the 60s retro trend can't visit the fall 2024 without bringing some shoes along. And so we're really seeing like a very ladylike pump with a T-strap or a Mary Jane. Now, we've seen the Mary Jane pumps for the last couple of years, but the T-strap is really making a strong appearance this season. And so we're seeing a lot of T-strapped pumps, and I think they're so lovely, and I found a really nice selection of them for every price point, including some really comfortable ones from Naturalizer and Journey, but a very feminine and very delicate, and have that thin strap around the ankle isn't going to shorten your ankle that much. But if you want an even more leg lengthening look, keep the color of the shoe close to your skin tone, and you're going to have a really pretty and flattering look. But I love these shoes. So very much the ladylike trend continued in a shoe. Okay, next, we're seeing a lot of tall boots, riding boots and tall boots in general, and not just in black and not just in Python, but in colors, like all the rich fall colors, wine and dark red and green, the color of the season, a really rich chocolate brown. So we're seeing beautiful, beautiful boots in beautiful colors, and tall boots, and I just feel like they just scream fall. And again, nothing really groundbreaking, but I don't think we've seen this many tall boots in a few seasons. And so I love seeing the return of tall boots. I think they're very, very elegant and leg lengthening, not to mention practical in cold weather. And you've got so many beautiful options to choose from this season. Okay, next we're going back to that texture, and we're talking about fuzzy shoes. Now, before you turn off the video, I realize that fuzzy shoes are not for everybody. Probably not even for me, but there may be a version of one of these that you enjoy. So I'm just going to bring them up. So this is the runway look from Simone Rocha. Like this is probably not a look that most of us are going to reach for, but there are, of course, we all saw the Gucci slip-on loafers with a fur on the inside a couple of years ago, but this is sort of a modern version of this. So there's like a fuzzy sandal here and a fuzzy clog. That's up to you. It's a personal style thing, but this is definitely a trend that's happening. We're also seeing the feather trend that's everywhere also show up on shoes. So, fuzzy, furry, feathery. If you want to wear fuzzy, furry, or feathery footwear, you're going to have options this season. Okay, now let's move on to bags. So lots of great bags, and especially a lot of great bags that are held. What I noticed a lot was a lot of bags were massive, and they were held under the arm, like squeezed under the arm. They always looked empty, and they always looked, you weren't holding them with a strap. You just kind of clutched them under your arm like this. And a lot of them were just like these huge bags. So that's kind of the way that bags were worn on the runway for fall 2024. So let's break down some of these specific bags. So clutches in general, but gold clutches were everywhere. I really like this one from Monsieur Gabriel. And then here's this half moon shaped one that's a little bit more budget friendly, that I think is also beautiful. But gold clutches were everywhere, and kind of in keeping with that shine and glam aspect that we're seeing a lot of in 2024. Cool structured clutches in general. I feel like Nina is don't sleep on Nina, you guys. That brand has been around a really long time, but they're doing really, really good and relatively affordable clutches for evening, and I think they're beautiful. Like this one, it looks so much more expensive than it is, and I think it's gorgeous. So clutches in general, this one, I don't remember the brand, but this envelope clutch, I think it's All Saints, very, very cool bag. In addition to clutches, we're seeing a lot of oversized slouchy hobo bags. So I would say clutches and hobo bags are like the bags of the season. There's one more coming up, but they're two of the bags of the season. And these really oversized hobo bags are just everywhere. Bottega Veneta has them. I mean, some of these are just so beautiful. There's one from All Saints. Just a lot of different, there's, Chloe always has a hobo bag. So whatever your budget is, you're going to find a hobo bag. One of these is from Amy Kesterberg. So there's a hobo bag for every budget, but definitely the practical and more casual version of the bag of the season. So I'm loving those. Okay, so we talked about gold, we talked about clutches and hobos and oversized bags in general, just really, really big bags. The bigger the better, and those big bags were usually hobo bags. Now the final bag I want to talk about is kind of a new one, and I think it's a really cool and interesting one, and it's a kind of a wristlet, but like a bracelet clutch. So it's kind of like half jewelry, half purse, but it's got a bracelet top handle that you could slip your wrist through, or you could just hold by the hand. And I think these are really, really cool. So we're seeing them from a lot of different brands, but my favorite one is this one from Cult Gaia. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's like jewelry, but it's also a purse. It really, like, you probably, it's probably a huge bargain, because it's like 2 for 1, right? Jewelry and a bag in one. It's a no-brainer. I love it. I love it. So lots and lots of great little like bracelet clutches. Some places are calling them. I also like this one that has a little bit of feather, trim. And this one's actually quite large. It's not a tiny little bag. So I think these are really, really cool and just a fun, different type of evening bag. Okay, now let's talk about jewelry. I promised that jewelry was different, a little bit more dramatic than we've seen in recent years, and I am not lying. So the first thing that we're seeing is really long pendant necklaces. And by long, I mean the pendant lands somewhere around your belly button, like really long pendant necklaces with like a nice big pendant on them. Haven't seen that in a while. We've had delicate jewelry for seasons and seasons, and really just last year we started making kind of a return to statement pieces and maybe some more chunky pieces, but we haven't seen a pendant necklace like this in a while, and it gives us some really some options for accessorizing our outfits and expressing our personal style, and I'm here for it. So I love it. It's always nice to have something new to add to the jewelry box and to the mix. Now, if pendant necklaces aren't your thing, or even if they are and you want more options, consider an 80s earring. There's no other way to put it, but the statement earrings from the 1980s, like the big oversized statement earrings, are everywhere this season and at every price point. So the two that I'm showing here are actually from Amazon. They're both very, very reasonable, but really a fun big statement earring can be all the accessory that you need to like top off an outfit. So we're seeing a lot of those 80s jewelry pieces in the fall lineups, and I love it. Again, just a fun way to mix up your style a little bit. Okay, now what the remainder of the accessories category. The first thing I cannot leave out of an accessory trends video is any kind of headwear. So everything from hoods to balaclavas, those hooded, they cover your neck and they cover the top of your head, almost like if it was really cold out, but hoods, headscarves, caps, newsboy caps or pageboy caps, beanies, any skull caps, any kind of hat, scarf, beanie, knitted head covering of any sort. They're all in style right now. And it's like cozy, kind of dramatic. We saw a lot of hoods and hooded, not even hoods that were attached to clothes, like separate hoods on the runway. So I feel like it takes really flawless, like Jacqueline Bisset features to pull off a hood. But they're everywhere. They're everywhere. So really cozy or interesting or dramatic headpieces. And I love, love, love the opportunity to break out a hat and start wearing hats for fall and winter. I think they are so underrated in their ability to transform an outfit. So if your outfit feels a little boring or a little stale, consider a balaclava or, one of these newsboy caps or something, because that is a game changer and an outfit changer. So let me know in the comments below if you're up for winter hats or not. Okay, oversized scarves I touched on in my fall trends video, but huge trend. We're seeing a lot of oversized scarves, like you're gonna have to pick them up when you walk. They're so long and so big and so chunky. So obviously choose accordingly. You want something that's actually going to work for your lifestyle and it's actually going to keep you warm and not an entire village warm. But they are really cool and really dramatic. Now, in addition to the oversized scarves, we're also seeing oversized gloves, and gloves are having a real moment. They're beautiful. They're above the elbow. They're slouchy. They're dramatic. They're interesting. They're very luxurious looking, and a really cool way. Like if you haven't updated your gloves for a while and you live in a cooler climate, consider a beautiful and luxurious pair of new leather gloves in a gorgeous color. It can just kind of elevate everything that you're wearing. So gloves are really having a moment. They're a necessity, but they're also a trend. And then the final thing I want to talk about is double belts. So we've seen these come in and out, but we're really seeing thinner double belts right now. So basically it looks like you're wearing two belts together. So that's what a double belt is. And we're seeing them from, every brand that makes belts, and they're available in every price point. And they're a fun way to add a little waist detail and waist emphasis where you want to add it. So, just a little way to mix up your normal belt routine. So if you're already reaching for a belt, maybe consider a double belt as an alternative. So that's it, my fall accessories 2024 trends. Like I said, this is my happy place. I love talking about these topics, especially about shoes. Again, let me know in the comments whether you're a shoe person or a bag person, and also comment below and let me know if you've signed up for Closet Confidence, and if not, what are you waiting for? The link is in the description box and in the pinned comment. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe so that we can keep hanging out, and I'll see you in the next video.